Good morning, everybody, from This Scale is Broken. Hang on, I'm just trying to, for some reason, right. Hang on, let's see if that's better. Yes, there we go. Good morning, I'll try this again. Hello, everybody. It's John from Brisbane, and it's the weekly report. The lads are all off at the UK Games Expo, and I'm just doing, doing the usual weekly summary. So I guess you're just going to get me this week. Poor bastards, aren't you? Well, anyway, so here we go. So, Emma. Starting with Emma. Losing weight. Now, of course, I follow Emma on other platforms, and I'm not stalking you. Hope not. Yes, so because I see her on some other platforms, she's actually in some clothes that she had pre-baby. So she's over the moon. So it's good to see that people are making some real ground roads, and obviously for those ladies in the group who have had children recently, obviously being able to get back into the clothes that you did have prior to your bubs, obviously must be a massive boost to your self-confidence. So well done, Emma. And of course, you've got photos. I'm quite sure you can hear my cries of despair from the arse end of the world. Oh dear, so envious. But I'm still trying to work out who that teenager is in the photos. Yeah, that teenager with the braided hair, who is she? And I love the picture with Cora. But Dan, aren't there laws about child labour? That, yes, love it, love it. It's a pity it's the back of Cora. Would have been lovely to have the front with her. But yeah, lovely, lovely. Emily and John, storm damage. So, yes, the tree across the path, so the couldn't cross it. Yes, the impenetrable barrier of despair. Make a skill check. John can't cross it. Yeah. And then, of course, the picture of you doing the work at the back of your house and repairing the steps. Yes, I never throw anything away. I've got bricks, all sorts of things. But then I'm also a hoarder, as you can probably tell from from behind me. I never throw anything away, which is why when I finally kick the bucket, there will be so many people lined up outside my house trying to get what's here. I think, yes, my wife can sell tickets and we'll probably be able to retire in the Bahamas or somewhere, I would think. But yes, you've been having a little bit of trouble. Fell off the bandwagon a bit, Emily, I think. So I think just to walk past the buzzards, maybe that might help you move along a bit. Maybe. Yeah. Just make sure John doesn't outrun you. Michael, haven't seen you post anything for a while, but then I see you got a picture with Dan, which was good, and I love your T-shirt. Smoke me a kipper. I'll be back for breakfast. Yes, good old Rimmer. I love Rimmer. Mike, my God, that photo. You're a handsome chap, weren't you? Eh? Ditch the beard. Ditch the beard, laddie. Although I can't speak, I refuse to ditch mine. But yes, and you should be in movies, I reckon, with a face like that. Well, you would have been, certainly when... Oh, I shouldn't say that, really, should I? Would have been, could be, will be, yes. But, yeah, so Dave, the other Dave, is back from his holidays in the Caribbean, and on about vegetable lasagna. I eat well in my house when my family always choose the wrong packet. Absolutely hopeless. I don't know why people cannot read packets, but they don't. Sam, ice cream. What can I say? It must be the weakness in your family, is it? Yeah. Anyway, enjoy it anyway. Honestly, we've got to have some vice in our life, don't we? Yeah. Anyway, I'm sure you're doing well. So yeah, keep to it. I'm quite sure you'll get to where you need to be. Simon met up with Fiona for running, and that was a lovely photo. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Dave Loser, oh, you found the best freaking burger, and you showed the picture after I ate a very meagre dinner last night. Do you know how hungry I felt afterwards? Yes, I was actually looking at my dog's dog biscuits and thinking, are they edible? The joys of being a pensioner. Yes, no, but I'm glad you enjoyed your burger and you started off a small conversation about that. Well done, Dave. Jennifer, geez, you were looking good in that photo. You did. You could see it in your face. You look really slim. So, and you're off to the UK Game Expo as well. So I hope you enjoy yourself. So another one off. Missy, as always, what can you say, Missy? You're doing it. You're cracking it. I've got very little I can say except you're an example like Emma and so many of the others that are on there. Well, I can't say you're perfect, but geez, you're an example. Well done, Missy. Sandrine, walking the kids home, God, I can remember that from years ago. But I was the bag carrier, water bottle carrier, and sometimes the child carrier as well. Yes, mind you, of course, they were in primary, grade 1 or grade 2, and they'd sort of go, oh, Dad, can you carry me? Mind you, of course, carrying 2 of them would be a bit of an effort, but thankfully both my children were extremely light. So, but no, I can sympathise, and thankfully the school was always in a downhill progression. So that was good. But no, that was excellent. That's always good, actually, is walking your kids to and from. And I know that the schools around here, and I'm pretty sure that the schools in most countries, I think, encourage walking your kids to and from school as part of a healthy regime. So no, that's good, Sandrine. Mark, into gardening. When you're finished, come round here and do mine. Although I need my lawn mowed. So I either need a gardener or a goat. But yeah, a commute might be a problem. But well done, Mark. That's good to see. And I see your little one was in the backyard helping you. That's always good too. Always get your kids involved with things. That's always a plus. Matt, he survived his camping trip, and he even took his scales with him. I thought that was brilliant. I think Spotsy said something about what high-tech scales he took with him. So, and then he found some lavender. Wonderful. Pink or purple. I think Mandy's. I think that's Mandy's favourite colour from the dice tower. Yeah. So well done, Matt. It's good to see you survived your trip, and I think some of the photos you posted were brilliant. Thank you very much for sharing. And that's what I really love about the group. Thank you very much, everybody, for sharing your photos. Marcy W. Fighting a win-loss battle with pound up, pound down, and that. But you'll find you'll eventually get a win-win-win-win-win ratio eventually. So keep at it, Marcy. Spotsy, you reckon you're going to be 10 pounds down by the time the next reporting happens? Somebody said body parts don't count. Some cheeky bugger mentioned something about head loss. But that might be a little bit too dramatic, hey? Yes. I always tell my children if they get really sick, it's just take off the head, no problem. But maybe that's a bit too drastic. Well, forgive me, it's my strange Hibernian humour. Yes, I'm thinking of Rowan Atkinson there. Yes, very old joke. All right, what are we on to now? Andy. What's this? A ketogenic diet? Never heard of it. Versus, can't remember what it was now, but yes, it was. Which one would you choose? And all I can remember was Dave Loser posting a picture of SpongeBob gnawing his fingernails off. So obviously Dave didn't think very much of it, or he was extremely worried about it. And Gary, who we haven't seen too much of. He's obviously moving by the looks of it, and obviously with all the moving he's been eating a lot of junk food and been putting the weight on. So pretty sure once Gary's life's stabilised again, he'll he'll be back to eating nothing and losing weight. So that'll be that. And Yvonne has got her grand staying with her, and obviously having to live with a slower lifestyle of slow-paced walking. Yes. Respect your elders, Yvonne. Sorry. I have Chinese family, so I grew up with respecting one's family members. So yes, anyway, that's but yeah, your light ran out and you had to go onto the main path. And yes, I took my dog yesterday for a walk, and he did not like. No. Courage, the cowardly dog. That's right. He doesn't like traffic. So I'm going to have to go very late afternoon or early morning. But it's winter here at the moment, and yes, a tad bit too cold. But that's my summary. I've obviously missed people. I'm going to have to do something about. Because most people post around about the time that on the Sunday when that happens, and obviously this is Sunday for me, which means that I'm sort of reviewing backwards, and I'm sort of only picking up, not everybody, so please forgive me. But and of course I'm really only picking up most of the people who are posting fairly regularly, so forgive me if I'm missing some people. But everybody contributes, everybody is doing a good job, and I think the group in itself, supports everybody. So that's really what we're good at, and thank you everybody for what you do. On to me. I've gotten back on the bandwagon. I have lost 2.21 pounds, so I've gone backwards again. I've gone forwards. So I'm back down to 98 kilos, which is what I expected to do once the medication had resumed. So I'll continue on my downward spiral, which normally happens. So as long as I keep taking it, that'll be fine. That'll keep the family happy. That'll keep me from having to go back to hospital, which I don't want to have to do, because honestly it drives me insane. There's nothing worse than just staring at the ceiling and listening to the other patients moan and tell me about what all their ailments are. And no, hospitals aren't a fun place. I've spent far too much time with my parents and family in their last days, which gave me a great deal of patience. So but anyway, I don't want to talk about that. So anyway, I hope everyone who's gone to the UK Game Expo are having a lot of fun. Certainly the photos that I'm seeing, my cries of despair and jealousy. Oh God, I wish I could be there. I really do. To Gary King, I'm glad you made it. I hope you're having fun, mate. So that's, there's a lot of ums today. But I do hope that everybody acknowledges Gary, because he's the sixth member of the Secret Six. Sounds like an Enid Blyton novel. Yes, I read them as a kid. Oh, sorry, I'm giving away something there. But no, that was in one of my regenerations. Not quite a Time Lord, but maybe not. Certainly mad, aren't I? So anyway, thank you everybody for watching today. I'll go backwards. I actually posted some photos, you noticed. Yes, my wander is, my block is huge. It's a 2.5 kilometre block from start to finish. And I have 2 schools, well 3, because the other school it's a high school that also has a primary school attached to it. So, well actually, no, that makes it 4 schools, because the Seventh-day Adventist has a primary school attached to it as well. So there's technically 4. Yeah, there's 4 schools. 4 schools then, if you'd like to call it that. 4 schools, 3 churches. So in the block. So, so I've got, we've got a lot. We've got a lot crammed in here, as well as an old as well as a retirement village, and we've got a creek. I've got a creek across the road, which is just across the road from me. My street has a creek across it, which is quite good. We've got water monitors and all sorts of things living there, so it's not too bad, my little area. I've lived in this area now for 50 years, and when I first moved here, it was bush. Yeah, this was the outer edges of Brisbane. There was nothing beyond here and the Gold Coast. It was bush. And in 50 years, it's now like there's nothing but houses between here and the Gold Coast now. So that just shows you the development that's happened. But yeah, it's strange. Yeah, it's scary. But anyway, sorry, I ramble. But anyway, thank you very much for listening. I'll see you next week. The lads will have their report next week. So stay well, be well, and till next time, signing off, the Honourable John.